What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? I hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Marco from Digital Dash. I hope you guys had a good weekend and was able to rest and study up, man, because just come Monday, it's time to get right back to the money, and that's what we're going to be going over today in today's video. So today I'm going to be talking about the top stocks that I'm looking to trade for June 28th and going into July. And I'm also going to be giving you guys the exact options play that I'm looking to take for one of these plays. So make sure you stick to the end of the video and watch the whole video so you can catch that one. That one's definitely going to be a banger. So y'all make sure y'all stick around and grab your notepad and let's go on. Come on, man.
So guys, one of the first stocks we want to look at, man, is we got XERS here, right here, pulled up right here. And the setup's not too good right now, but we can still look for a breakout above these levels right here. And with volume like this, they traded with over 110 volume. So when you're doing numbers like that, that's something you just gotta pay attention to. You feel me? So XERS right here over these around 760 over these old structures, just going off this. Like I said, tremendous volume came in, a whole bunch of volume came in, and when you have volume like that, that's just something you gotta pay attention to. But I know last week a lot of people made money off of trading XERS, and we're looking for follow through going into the next week. Come Monday, we'll see what it does. Maybe it'll pull back down. And if it does, that's fine. They can take a break after having a run like this. What is it, up 24% in one day? So if it pulls back, that's great. You guys can look for an entry there. You know, I'm always a fan of pullback entries. If not, and it breaks above here, then I take the break above 760 and try to play it at least to 866 if the volatility is still there, if the volume is still there. You feel me? So if not, then just let it pass. You don't got to catch everything, man. But the apparel sector, the apparel and retail sector, man, this is not the only play that's from the apparel sector. Apparel was just booming all week, and these other plays, I'm gonna go over these with you guys. These are in the apparel section too, and these are setting up just as nicely. So let's take a look at Urban. What is this? Urban Outfitters. And really, the news has been people having to return to work, people having to buy clothes to return back to work. And people are just spending money on clothes, vacation clothes, all of that. So these sectors are booming. If you guys saw Nike too, you feel me? Nike, huge gap, huge runner. That was in footwear and apparel as well. So this sector is just on fire. So just keep an eye on it all week for real. So taking a look at Urban Outfitters right here. We are breaking out of this structure here. Little bull flag, little bull flag here, fell into this other trend line almost. But we got a break of this structure. And we started running, coming here at the highs, the recent highs, stopping here at around the $42 mark. So if we can get back above the $42 mark with some volume as well, this also traded with above average volume with around 4 million when it did 1 million volume the previous day. So this is something to keep your eyes on. But again, above $42, you guys can long this here. It is a little bit extended, so I wouldn't be surprised if it pulled back to retest this structure that it broke out of again. And if that does happen, then that's an even better trade that you guys can take. So look for an entry around $39.50, $39.75 to be safe. You feel me? I wouldn't be surprised if it pulled back to around $40 and then win again. So keep your eyes on that one. Going into our next one, we got American Eagle. Same thing. This little bull flag structure. We got a good breakout with volume here. The previous day, not much follow through in the next candle. You feel me? We kind of got a melting candle there. And then another move higher, a little bit higher before we went and closed the day red. And again, a lot of volume coming in. Way higher than average volume coming in here. So this is something to pay attention to. And this one's already starting to come back down. So if this does come back down and retest this structure or to touch this 50-day moving average right here at around $35, that's where you're looking for the best risk to reward entry, is that $35 point. You feel me? If not that, then I would take it above, let's say $38.50 just to be safe. Entry above $38.50 to long that and to just, you feel me, ride that one out while this apparel and retail sector is on fire, how it's been. Going to look into Chicos. Let's take a look into Chicos right here. And same thing, man. There's a lot of these structures, they were running up. They had their little cool down period and they started running again. So that's pretty much going to be the moral of the story for all of these plays. Whenever you have momentum like this, whenever you have a trend like this, you're looking for that big move, that pullback, and then that move again. So this one had the first move, the pullback and consolidation period, you feel me, the resting period, and now it's moving again. And again, very high volume on the last trading day. So that's something to pay attention to. We do have this resistance turn support here and or at around 750. So ideally looking for a pullback into 750, getting that entry, stop loss somewhere around here, maybe 619. If it comes back into the structure and closes, then get out, cut your losses. But if it pulls back to 650, look to go long. If it doesn't pull back and you're looking for a quick trade, I'd go above $7, above $6.99 for the entry, and then riding it back up at least to this wick at around 728, and with a better target at 757. You feel me? That's small, something like that. There's a trade for you. You feel me? It's not the best. It's not the as good as if you wait for the pullback to 650, but there's still a trade, man. And Chicos has it has momentum, it has volume, so it definitely could go. So if you're looking for another play and you miss Express, look out for Chicos, man. Another one, TJX. Now this isn't the best setup. This is not my number one favorite, but you are getting a bounce off the 200-day moving average, and along with the rest of the sector, apparel is making this move. So it broke above here, this little tiny level at around 66.11. I'd say look for a pullback here and then an entry long. If it doesn't happen, it could come right here at around 68.30. We could get a rejection. Hopefully it rejects back into the 66 level and we can find an entry on that one. But like I said, this is not one of my favorite plays, so I'm not tripping too heavy off this one. Another stock we want to take a look at, getting out of the apparel sector in the industry, is Wish. A lot of noise around Wish, man. Like I said, whenever you got crazy value being traded like this that we seen on June 8th, there was 230 million volume here. You can't ignore something like this. People have their eyes on this. Like I said, there's not too many other opportunities that are present in the market right now. So people are going to take advantage of anything like this they can find, especially meme stocks or stocks that are highly shorted or anything like that. So Wish is one to keep your eyes on. If we look here, I have my alert set above for $15 really, but I have it set a couple cents below that so that I can get alerted, because I have a feeling that this is going to move quick when it happens. But pretty much above $15, I'm looking along this thing, bruh. And there was a big rejection at that $15 level, and another big rejection here, and another big rejection here every time it broke above that level. So once we get through that level with volume, if we get through it and maybe retest it, then go long. I wouldn't jump in as soon as we hit $15, because as you can see, historically it's been rejected strongly and hasn't been able to get through that $15 level. But once it gets through and once it really breaks through, this is going to be, I honestly think this is going to be a banger, man. So keep your eyes on Wish. It's a lot of noise around it. It's floating around the community. Everybody's talking about it. And there's a lot of call options being placed on here, actually. I use the flow bot in our Discord, and I was actually able to see a bunch of $15 calls coming in for this. People are pouring a lot of money into those $15 calls for this stock. So just set your alert for $15 and keep your eyes on this one going into next week. We have this XERS Pharmaceuticals, and this is another interesting one, man. This was just breaking through levels strong. As you can see back here in June 2nd, we had this nice little level that we had to get up through, and we broke through this with volume, clearly breaking through this level, showing us a strong level whenever it takes a big green energy candlestick like that to break through the level. That's showing you that's a strong level. Once we broke through, we got the pullback that we needed, and then some consolidation, and now it's going again. So just a teachable moment here. When we're talking about these breakouts, when you have a breakout like this, you really generally want to see the pullback first before you go long. And that's something that we're looking out for here on, which stock was it? Urban Outfitters. We haven't really seen any type of pullback yet. So the first day breakout, we got this breakout, and then this wick came back to test this structure. That could have been it, but it still ran a couple of days after then. So a bigger pullback can be coming. So that's just something you want to look out for whenever you're really playing breakouts, is you want to look for that retest, man. That's going to get you the best risk to reward trade if you are entering on a pullback, as opposed to entering after the breakout has already happened and the stock has to inevitably come back down at some point, it's just better to play it. You just have it's better risk to reward to play it on the pullback is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, so with this one it broke out, pulled back, gave you the opportunity to buy in. You could have bought in right here, and this would have been an amazing trade. Granted, you would have to hold through the consolidation period, but you could have bought in right here and got the very best trade that you could possibly get and rode it up to here. Or you could enter here when it started showing signs of life again, and that would be the best thing for you to do. And if you're a breakout trader, you could have entered at the top of this range with a break above $44.41. You could have caught this green candlestick, man. So one thing to look out for, though, is this is coming into the 200-day moving average right here. So it already started rejecting. So we might get the pullback we're looking for. Hopefully, if we do get it, it'll pull back to $4.40, and you can get in there. And then ride this all the way above $5, all the way almost to $6, because this is a nice level. This $5 level is a nice level. I really like this level, man. As we can see, historically, last time it broke through, green candlestick broke through, red pulled back, entry will be there, and then took this move. And then the same thing, it pulled back down into this $5 level. Last time it pulled down in here, it shot off of it because this is a strong level. And then upward move, pull back, pause, consolidation, upward move. That's all you're looking for when you're playing these support and resistance breaks, man. Once it breaks through resistance, resistance becomes support. You test that support, you get your entry there, and then you take that to the next resistance. And you just rinse and repeat, man. Bonus one I wanted to look at, love. Pay attention, pay attention. But this love here, Southwest Airlines, man, is following this trend amazingly. Nice little trend line it's been following since way back, almost an entire year now. Since July of last year, it's been following this trend. And that's on the weekly. So trust the bigger time frame. If it's following like that on the weekly, it's something to pay attention to. Here is the daily chart. Break that down. So above 54.83, I'm looking to get involved in this stock. You could take this entry that it's at now, but I don't want to risk it going lower. I want to see some signs of life in this thing before I go long. The only thing that can be holding this down recently is there's been news of a pilot, like the people who fly the planes, a pilot shortage, man. So if that is affecting any of these airline stocks, then we'll see. But I don't think that's major news for it to break a trend that's this strong. But this is definitely something to pay attention to. And this is a swing that I'm going to look to hold for a while, man. This is a very well-respected trend. For the people who stuck around to the end of the video, I'm going to be going over this bonus play that I got for you guys. And this is actually the options play of the week. The free options play of the week that I'm going to be offering you guys. Here we got Uber, man. And this Uber is looking amazing. I'm going to be honest with you. Very good company, very solid company. They maneuvered through that little lawsuit situation they had. But this is a great reopening play, solid reopening play. Southwest as well, the apparel companies as well. All of these are solid reopening plays. But I especially like Uber because here we are trading finally back above the 50-day moving average. We dipped below the 200-day moving average here. Here's my 200-day moving average that we dipped below. And now we're back trading back above that. And we're also trading above the 50-day moving average here. And we're getting a nice little pin bar forming off of that, which is a bullish signal for the day traders. You could take this and we'll more than likely open up green on Monday because of this signal here off of support using the 50-day moving average as support. But yeah, man, this is just overall good looking stock. We got this little bull flag here that we broke out of, which it was bouncing off of the 200-day moving average. Now that's conviction that I really like. Not only do we have a pattern breakout, but we also have it bouncing off of a good support, well-respected support like the 200-day moving average. So I think this thing really has space to run. My alert is set for $51.92. I'm looking for anything over $52 for me to take this one, man. I'm longing this one, and just like Love, I'm planning on holding this one for a while. So this is gonna be a long swing. But for you guys that want to follow along, I'm going to be taking the 51.5 call expiring on July 30th for this play, guys. So this one's definitely going to be a banger. So if you haven't taken any of our plays, if this is going to be your first play, tap in and let us know how it went. Keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor at all. These are just my trade ideas, you feel me? So take these with your own risk. These are just a couple of the ideas that we had. If you guys want the full list of ideas and you guys want to trade them with us, you guys want to come kick it with us, you guys want to come learn with us, feel free to join our free Discord community, Digital Dash. The link will be in the description. And thanks for joining me, guys. Make sure y'all check in next week. I'm going to bring you guys another video. And I'm going to update you guys on how some of these plays went, man. So thanks for kicking it with me. I'm Marco from Digital Dash, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.